Welcome to this Windows Computer and Technology channel, and I'm going to explain a little something that somebody asked to see what are the differences. We talked yesterday about the latest file system of Microsoft, and that they're having a hard time to really have it working properly. It is available, in servers and some workstations, but it's not suitable for Windows as is right now, especially the consumer versions and so on. But I talked about the fact that we had different file systems over time. And of course, the file systems have to do with folders and files on your hard drive. And that's pretty much what we use is the different file systems that are integrated with Windows, and over time we had upgrades to these file systems. And the reason why is simple. Over time, limits arrives where they have to be extended because we have bigger drives, we use bigger files, and so on. Somebody asked me what were the main differences between all of that. Well, if we look at the main systems we use today, so most systems today are NTFS, and there will be some with exFAT, for example, on some Linux systems. That is often a used system. But what's the difference between FAT, FAT32, exFAT, and NTFS when we quickly look at file systems? So when you look, if you right-click on your hard drive and you go into the properties of the hard drive, you will see that it will tell you the file system in your local disk. In this case, and in most of Windows machines, NTFS is what's being used today. So the first file system that we had in the times of DOS and early days of Windows was FAT. And FAT stands for File Allocation Table. Now, what happened with FAT is that it was really designed for very small disks and small structures, including small, file names, and it really couldn't handle much. But in terms of, when we were using DOS and all of that, it was fine. It was working okay. But there needed to be a new standard, and that became FAT32, which is an upgrade of the file system for the file allocation table, but its limitations are bigger. But still, its limitations are a problem for today. So FAT32 was unable to get any files that had 4 gigabyte or more in size. So for example, a Windows image that you would download could be 6, 7 gigabytes. That would not be handled by FAT32. It's too big of a file. It's 4 gigabytes for the size limit. Also, FAT32 partitions has to be less than 8 terabytes. Now, that sounds like a lot, but today with the drives we're getting, we're getting there. We're getting to these limits, of course. But often the USB thumb drives, when you have a USB thumb drive, you might notice that USB thumb drives come often formatted for FAT32 because a lot of the thumb drives have, file systems that are smaller than hard drives. But you can, of course, format it in NTFS and whatever. It still would have some limits. If you have a USB thumb drive and you try to, for example, put a very large image that would be 6 or 7 gigabytes, it would tell you that it can't do that. But you can't format it into NTFS. exFAT is pretty much FAT32, but with an upgrade. exFAT is for Extended File Allocation Table, and it removes a lot of the limits that FAT32 had, including the 4 gigabyte file size limit. But all of these systems lack one new feature that NTFS brought on, and it's the fact that NTFS was created to remove all of the FAT or file allocation table file system limits, but also add security. So NTFS system actually has security features like preventing unauthorized access to some of the file contents, enforcing encryption system names, and stuff like that. So it is a more robust file system and removes all the limitations we had before. So with today's hard drives and today's very big drives, actually is the best system. And of course, there will be future systems that will have also upgrades to NTFS, which at some point in time in years ahead will come to some of its limits. And, you know, sometimes file systems also introduce, like NTFS did introduce some more security that was not available in the file allocation table system. Well, future systems will add probably more security and more options for the different files and the hard drives that are coming in the future. So that's a very quick and minimalist roundup of the different file systems. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.